All right, hey, good morning. Tuesday morning as I begin this, my son is 1 month old today. He's 4 weeks old. Today is the 17th. Well, technically in 3 days he'll be 1 month old. He'll be 30 days old. Yeah, okay, so my son's 4 weeks old today. Crazy day. Today is the 17th of January. The Chrisleys, Todd and Julie Chrisley, report to prison today. Cannot even imagine what that's got to feel like. Todd getting ready to serve 12 years. Julie getting ready to serve 7. Holy shit. Damn it, son. Anyways, that ain't got nothing to do with here over on Joe Does Stuff. Shout out to everybody. Hope you guys are having a great day. I'm hopeful to make today a good day, and we'll see how that turns out. So there's only one unit on the schedule for today. It's at Property 11. I have not even been to Property 11. I don't know shit about Property 11. I'm gonna learn today, and hopefully gonna meet the guy over there who's giving us the work. Now, I sent an invoice a couple of weeks ago for the first unit that we did over there, and lo and behold, they haven't even looked at that invoice. So, hey now, let's get to looking at that invoice. I got a couple of properties I need to go to today. I got to go to Property 3, talk about cabinets. I got a whole bunch of paint swabs for colors. And then I need to go to Property 5 for a vanity job. There's a vanity over there they need something done with. Don't know nothing about it just yet. We'll find that out. I got flyers put together for new properties. When I went and I took flyers to properties the very last time, I had jacked up my prices a little bit. So a 1-bedroom was $350, a 2-bedroom was $450, and a 2-bedroom was $450, and a 3-bedroom was $550. I think that pricing was a little too high for people, and I never heard anything back. So I've put my pricing back where it belongs at, which is 1-bedroom $350, 2-bedroom $400, 3-bedroom $450, and that price is starting at that. Now, if we go into a monster 3-bedroom unit, of course, I'm not painting that for no $450. That's going to be a $600 paint is what that's going to end up being. And even with some of these monster 3-bedroom paints that we're doing already, my price is still too low. For example, yesterday, we just did a 3-bedroom over at Property 1, just a repaint, $450. And I can't charge no more because I haven't told them that I need to charge more, which I need to tell them I need to charge more. But Property 1, we're kind of in the hot seat with, and I don't like that. So hopefully we're going to be able to rebound from that. And I feel like we have. That drywall job that I did over there, that repair job in that storage room, that came out really good. The unit that we did over there yesterday, I'm getting ready to go there first thing this morning, load that out. I was there all day yesterday. I know that unit came out really good. I had Milton Donald and a new guy, John, on that unit. So very confident that we have definitely improved the quality of work that we're doing. But we got to pick up more work because I don't have no fucking work. And I need to pick it up. So hopefully I'm going to be able to pick up some odd jobs today. And by Thursday, I think, is when my wife is actually going to go out and start talking to some new properties. So hopefully we can make something shake, and we will. We will. We're determined, and we're out here, busting ass, trying to make it happen. So even with as crazy as things have been, last week would turn out to be a decent week on the bottom line. Made $18.50 for the week, my profit. That was what the business profit. If I take a check from that, then I haven't taken a check from the business yet. So, but the business profit at $18.50 last week, and that's a pretty decent week for us. It's in the middle of the profits that we've been seeing with this business. Sorry about that. I just got a call from Property 7. Talking about, hey, can you do 2 units for me tomorrow? Holy shit, man. I said, I don't know. But I absolutely can, because I don't think I have a fucking thing on the schedule for tomorrow. So that's great. Didn't even mention a fee for last minute rush order. Forget all of that. Let me focus on just trying to get some work right now. And hey, man, that's a great thing right there. You can call me And I can get it done today or tomorrow type of shit, but obviously, I mean, I can because of the fact that we don't have any work. They don't know that. Had it been like property 4, I probably wouldn't have said nothing about a rush order neither. I probably would have just jumped on it. Now, I'm sharing this with you. I'm just basically thinking out loud because I had been talking to myself about this basically, or maybe to my wife, saying, you know, if property 4 calls me, oh, well, I'm going to charge them double because they haven't called me all month, actually. And the short of it is, you cannot let your pride or your emotions get involved in the business. And boy, oh boy, am I preaching to the choir saying that when, you know, if you look at circumstances as of late, I've certainly let emotions get involved in this. No animosity, no ill will. If these properties call, man, you take that work. Beggars cannot be choosy, and right now we are beggars. So I'm grateful to hear from property 7 telling me, hey, can you do 2 units tomorrow? You could have told me, can you do 10 units tomorrow? I'd have been like, yes, a boss. Yes, a boss, we'll be there. Yes, a boss, we will be there. All right, anyways, let's get to property 1. Let's go load this unit out, check on things, and then we got to shoot all the way across the map. We're going all the way across the map, folks. We are going to property 11 today. Let's go see how long it takes us to get there, first of all. And then what property 11's hitting on. Good morning to you guys. It's Tuesday. My little boy is 4 weeks old this morning. Shout out to my son. Let's make today a good one. All right, just getting up into the unit from yesterday. Floor looks great. Everything looks good. So I had the new guy painting this. Did real good on it. Oh, got some overspray down there that was left over. Hope we took care of that. Did we get up in here? We did, good job. Because that base was never painted before, so good job on that. All right, make sure everything is cleaned up. Yep, I said make sure everything is cleaned up. And these guys, make sure that everything's cleaned up. Damn, about to lose that. All right. Anything up in here? Nothing? There's a water bottle right there. Not sure whose that is. All right, let me get up everything. Let me get up everything up out of here and move on. From here, let me check under the sink. Make sure we didn't have nothing going crazy under the sink. Everything looks good. All right, let's. That was on me. That was on me. Okay, let's get that off right there. There you go. All right, good deal. All right, load out and go across the map. All right, welcome to the new apartments. These are old, but really nice area out here. All right, let's go see what this thing's hitting on. All right, let me get a quick little video of this unit. So obviously older property, and here we are. This new property right here. So of course, this is just a 1-bedroom. I gotta reglaze all of that. If I did tub reglazing, I would be getting even more work, obviously. So just a little 1-bedroom. Not sure what these rent for, but this is in a really good area where like the schools are really good and shit. So I gotta imagine, it might be a little pricey. Could you imagine? Could be. But yeah, this is the extent of it. So here's another dynamic. I gotta go get paint because we don't have paint. And man, paint is over 40 minutes away from here. So my guys are gonna be sitting around twiddling thumbs. Son of a bitch. Alrighty. Almost ran a red light right there trying to focus on filming. All right, so I'm leaving from property 11 and I gotta go pick up paint. I didn't realize I was gonna have to get paint for this property, but Joe, you should have checked, you should have known what you were gonna need before you got up out there. Touche. But somebody could have told me. I'm kidding. Yeah, I didn't know. It's only one other property that we have to go get paint for. Ironically, this is a sister property of that property. So I should have known. You are right about that. However, I did have some other painters do a unit out here. We've only done one unit here. It was when I was in the hospital when my son was being born that took place. And the property had the paint there. So I was not even thinking about having to go get paint for this property. But I find myself doing so. They also had some paint there, maybe not enough to get the unit done, which they've just brought to Milton and John and Donald. All three of them guys in a 1-bedroom unit. Still got Jason I need to try to get working today. Other new guy, can I get him working today? The chances of all of that are probably not very good. We'll see. Got to make something shake one way or another. So I'm going to go pick up this paint. And then I got to go to property 3 and property 5 for some other jobs. See if we can get those other jobs. Picked up 2 units for tomorrow. And from property 11, they have, in fact, decided to use us over the competition, which same competition I've taken a bunch of work from already. And because of that, we've picked up 7 additional units at this property. Also, drywall and plaster work. Told them we could do all of that. So anything they need their shoes shined, apartments cleaned, whatever you need, hey, we got it. We are going to be your go-to guys. And the good news is, because they're the sister property of property 5, yo, property 5 fucks with me tough. Property 5, the guy over there, I mean, all that whole staff fucks with me tough. If I've got good references, it's from property 3 and property 5, and mostly property 5. Property 5 would certainly give us a good reference. So that's where we find ourselves this morning, out here trying to find more work and keep these guys busy. Go get this paint, get that back over to them. All of those guys are making $120 for the day. Donald, Milton, John, they're all making $120 for the day minimum. That unit that they're doing only pays $350. And I'm already $10 negative trying to pay these guys, which is okay. People over profits. Keep my guys working. Yesterday, miraculously, I would make $50. Ain't that crazy? It's even more crazy to think that last week I made $18.50 profit. How you doing that? Well, I'm out here doing a lot of the work. You got to remember, I did a unit by myself. I did 3 drywall jobs, or 2 drywall jobs, plus I hung some signs up. I'm doing a lot of these jobs, by myself to help me make some money. Pay my guys the best that I can pay my guys, the most that I can pay them. Sometimes all of the money that I'm making off of a unit. And then try to get my money where I can get my money. Initially, when it's so rocky, even though this business has been in business now for what, 6-7 months, still so rocky because, we go through these peaks and valleys where got a bunch of work, got a bunch of workers, but the work looks like shit that these bunch of workers are doing, and we lose a bunch of work because the work looks like shit. Now we got to build it back up. Get rid of people, build it back up. That's the situation we find ourselves in right now. We're down like a Bitcoin or some shit. Anyways, just wanted to share. Let's go get this paint and carry on with today. All right, just picked up the paint and I'm heading back out to the property. I'll be there by 10:30, they say. I met a painter while I was at the paint place, a guy named Raphael. He's crushing it doing new construction. And he sells spray rigs. He showed me his freaking cameras at his house, and he's got all sorts of spray rigs for sale. So I said, hey man, you got some 390s? He said, yeah. So maybe I'm gonna be buying a spray rig from this guy, but he's a very straight shooter type of a guy. Cool to network with him in there. And then to go to the paint store knows me on first name basis. They give me my application to set up my account with them, a cash account, so that I can get cheaper prices on paint and things like that. And they're very nice in there too. Like I said, really nice guy that runs the paint store. And I was telling him, hey, I just took on this new property. He knows the property. They get their paint from them, obviously. But he was telling me, he was like, hey man, you know, just be careful. I've seen, you know, a couple of painters coming and going from that property. Don't know what it is, whether it's the painters or whether it's, you know, them not wanting to pay. He's like, just be cautious. That's what's cool about this, is the tight-knit community that it is, and people trying to look out for each other. Like, that's nice to know. He also said, hey, set up this account. He's like, because there's another company, another big company that owns a bunch of apartments. He's like, they're renovating apartments. He was like, they need painters. He was like, when they call me and ask me for painters, I can recommend you. You know, once you get in, to a certain degree, you're kind of in. And then once you really get in, once you've been doing this for some years, I'm sure it's probably even better than that. Like, it's just, hey, this guy, that guy, in terms of like referrals and shit like that. The painter was telling me that he charges $2 a square foot for new construction. I said, that's not bad. $2 a square foot if you're painting a 2,500 square foot house, that's $5,000. He was like, yeah, but I got to buy the paint. And I'm like, oh shit. Well, $5,000 minus $1,400 of paint, plus labor. He might make close to $1,000 per house. I asked him how many houses he was doing. I can't remember what he said. He says he does a house every 2 days. So yeah, anyways, let's get back out here to property 11, drop off this paint, and then I got to haul ass to property 5 and property 3 and try to secure us some other work. I've already told another new guy and Jason, I'm out here scrambling, trying to make some shit happen. If anything happens, I'll let you know later on today. Could be something for later on today. But if nothing else, I definitely got it for y'all for tomorrow. So I kind of feel shitty not being able to put everybody to work today, if that turns out to be the case. And it's probably going to end up being the case. All right. Carry on. All right. 11:35 in the morning, just did lunch. I ate the Japanese food. Little beef teriyaki. I feel like I've exploded back to fatness. I feel like I've gotten freaking huge again, which is crazy. My weight fluctuates like a fucking woman's. Got a bunch of paint swab color samples right here. I'm getting ready to shoot over to property 3 right now and go talk with them about cabinets. I just left from property 5. Before I did lunch, I went to property 5 and I looked at the vanity. It's in a occupied unit. That sucks. It's actually in a unit that we painted, and it's a 32-inch vanity in a 35-inch area. There's a 3-inch filler strip. Nothing major there. The issue is this vanity that's there now is from 1970 something. It's a vanity with a fucking Formica top. I said, I haven't even seen one of those, and God knows, you know, I don't even know where you would get a vanity with a Formica top, but we'll look. We'll see. So labor alone on that job is going to be 300 plus. People asked, I read a comment that said, Joe, where are you coming up with these prices at? Are you literally just pulling these numbers out of thin air? Somewhat I am. But I need at least $150 a day. Really, I need $200 a day per job in a perfect world scenario. So anything outside of painting, you know, painting units. Drywall repairs, I need at least $200 a day, or about 150. You know, I'll take 150, because if I can get it done in a day in a piece, I'm okay with that, or an hour in a piece, 2 hours in a piece. I'm good with that. So my normal number starting off with any kind of construction-isk type of project is $300. So that's where that number comes from. It's a comfortable number. It's not too high. It's not too low. And it's a number that I feel good about. God, that person was asleep in their car, city official, or, you know, working for the city. Good for them. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna shoot over to property 3. We're gonna talk about cabinets. Hopefully I'm not catching them right at lunchtime. I probably will. I guarantee I'm gonna get there and they're not gonna be there. But this is the last thing that I need to do before I go home. Oh yeah, and getting back onto the vanity job real quick. So, you know, we go into the unit, we look at the vanity. I said, you got the vanity? Oh no, you gotta go get the vanity. Where am I gonna go get the vanity? Okay, I'll go get a vanity. I know where to go get vanities from. I know where to go get the cheapest vanities from. Actually, I call it the best bang for the buck, but we know what that means. Yeah, cheapest. So, anyways, a job like that, it's gonna be, I mean, it's only replacing a vanity, but what do you gotta do? You gotta tear out the old vanity. You've gotta put the new vanity in, mud, skim coat anywhere where you don't have the backsplash, because this vanity has Formica with the backsplash, and then it's got 2 side pieces of backsplash. These new vanities got the marble or fake marble tops, whatever that is, ceramic tops, I guess, the cheap vanity would have. And, you know, we're not gonna have those side things up there. We should we? I mean, to go get a piece of that marble and to get that marble cut, hey, that's beyond me there, stickaroo. So I could probably put some tile backsplash. I just don't really even know how I'm going about this job yet. But the vanity's probably gonna run about $250. So we're gonna call it, you know, I'm seeing this job at about $650. And really, that's mostly just materials. Putting the new vanity in, hooking up the plumbing, cutting out for the clean out on the plumbing right there, you know, hooking the sink back up, I should say, securing the vanity, caulking all of that, mudding, painting, whatever needs to be done, putting that filler strip in. $300 of labor. I mean, it probably should be more than that. It really should. It probably should be like $400 of labor, and then the vanity is about $350. So you're talking about a $750 job for one vanity. Now the maintenance guy tells me, he's like, put a proposal together and, you know, shoot it over to the boss, and it's up to him to sign off on it. Is he really going to want to pay $750 to get a vanity done? Well, I damn sure can't do it for nothing cheaper than that. That's the price, $750. That includes all materials. And it's in an occupied unit. Oh my God. Woo. Fun with that. Thought it would take a day and a half. Day and a half. Second day coming back to take care of the mud work. Finishing sanding and painting that. All right, carry on. Lowe's. You already know. Hey, so I tried to go to property 3. Funny thing about it, and of course they weren't there. The person I needed to speak to wasn't. It's my fault for not calling ahead to try to find out if they wore prior. So instead, about 10 minutes down the road, I decided to come to the old bootleg Lowe's and see if we can find a cheap vanity up in here. Let's go shopping. Let's go see what we can find. I haven't been in here since we were flipping houses. These are 30, 140. All right, so 140 for a 30-inch, but that's, and then here's 181 for a 33-inch. This is what you need right here. Hey, that's the jam right there. There's that. Then we can go take a piece of funky ass, you know what I mean? A piece of the funky ass, you know what I mean? put that on top, like so. I'm trying to remember what the color is in them units. Damn it, I can't remember. I have to look at some old video to see. Put a piece of, you know what I mean, on top. All right, so 181. And then just for the little, so you can get this, which is pretty similar to what they got right now, and get a 6-foot straight piece. $77 of the summer carnival, right there. They even got that? Yeah, they got it over there. All right, so we're talking about now. We're at 181 plus 77. You're talking about oh, and they got the backsplash. Okay, now we getting there. All right, so these are $16 a piece. Okay, so 181 plus 70, right? 77, and then add 36 to that. So you're at about, let's call it 300 for the vanity, right? 300 for that. Then we gotta cut this joint. Gotta cut it. And that's gonna be a motherfucker for the sink to go in there. So look, this is what they're actually using at property 3, is this right here. I was wondering how they were doing their islands, and they're definitely doing their islands with this piece right here.
What's up, man?
Hey, how y'all doing?
He got a podcast. Hold on, don't even tell me. Because I've been watching Banky Fam.
Oh, you been watching Banky?
Yeah, I'm subscribed to his channel, man.
Damn right, shout out to Banky, man.
The prison show.
Yep, that's what it is, man. Hey, what's your name, man?
Bug, man.
Hey, Bug, I'm Joe, man. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, I knew I recognized you.
Hey, Bug, I'm gonna tell Banky you said what's up too, man.
Because I when he be saying where he's from, I used to go to DC every summer.
Okay.
And I used to go to South Beach.
Hey, pleasure to meet you,
All
man.
right, man. Go ahead and do your business, man. Yeah, tell Greg I say what's up, man.
Damn sure will, man. Have a good one.
All right, dude.
All right, this is that carnival color right here. All right, and they don't got this 6. They ain't got no 6-piece of it. All right. All right, I don't know if it's going to be cheaper to get a vanity that route than to just go ahead and get a vanity that's all the way put together with the top, marble, ceramic, whatever it may be. But I had to at least look. I mean, that is a possibility if they want to go that route. That's a possibility. Not the route that I would go, though. And let me tell you something. If that's the route they want to go, that's going to add to that price. Labor going to be about $400 easily. All that cutting and shit like that. But hey, man, shout out to Bug, a guy that I met while up in there, who knew me from After Prison Show and also knew Banky. Really follows Banky quite a bit. That was pretty cool, man. That was pretty cool. It's not often that I see people who recognize me from After Prison Show anymore, sadly enough. Sometimes it just feels like that's just a thing of the past these days. But yeah, man, shout out to Bug. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm just aimless at this point. If I go back to property 3 and this lady's not there, and it's, you know, still my fucking fault for not calling and just seeing. But we'll go back out there and we'll see. We'll see what we can find. All right. Knock, knock. Hope nobody's in here. Anybody in here? Every light in this place is on. All right. Man, it's crazy being up in one of these that's almost looking like it's being lived in. And it pretty much is, right? So this is the model unit. And this is where we're gonna begin. Look at that little TV. Little cute little TV. Little turntable. Work. All right, boom, here's the kitchen. We're gonna start with these kitchen cabinets right here, Jack. And when I tell you we are going to do the MFer to these cabinets, boy, you better bet it. Will this paint? Will it paint? Oh my God. And we gotta empty the cabinets. Shit. All right, so here's the dilly. I just got done talking with them about not only starting, oh yeah, by the way, I'm over at property 3. Not only starting with this kitchen here, doing these kitchen cabinets, we're gonna do it on Thursday. I've also talked with them about doing their kitchen remodels all together. Doing the countertops, doing the bar tops. So my only issue with that is how they doing this right here, right? I mean, that is a factory piece. That would be my only concern, is how this piece is done. It's my only concern. Other than that, I got no other issues. Look at how shitty these look, though, you know? Like, this looks like shit. So, ooh, and I didn't realize it was all that. Now that is a bit of a bitch. So boom to here, and then you got this. Oh, man. Okay, that is a bit tricky right there. That's a tricky little section. So basically you would have to, whew. Okay, don't let me, I didn't realize it wrapped around like that. Okay, that's a 45 right there. That ain't nothing. That's just a little piece right there. That ain't nothing. This section right here ain't nothing. It's this. Man, do they, fuck. So I would literally have to make it, that's probably 22 and a half, which is half of 45. I would imagine you would have a 22 and a half and then a 22 and a half. And then your piece right here would run to your 22 and a half degree cut. All right, so anyways, let's, yikes. Just keep that in mind, Joe. That cut right there would have to be so fucking perfect, right? Have to be so fucking perfect. And that's not hard. I got that nice new miter saw, which extendos. So maybe that helps you make that cut, but you gotta make that cut perfect. Got to make that cut perfect. Yeah, that could really get crazy on you. And then look at this. You got this tall piece that goes into that. Like, that's shit. Obviously, when you do this again, you're only going to come up as high as you're going to come up. So you might end up a little shorter than up to there, which is fine. You might only end up to right there. And then at least it would be uniformed all the way around the kitchen. All right. But again, this piece is just what kind of holds me up thinking about it, because you got to find a bar top piece, I think, right? I don't know. We'll think about that. All right, let's get back to the task at hand. So $300 to do these cabinets, right? Or $500 to do these cabinets right here. A lot of doors to take off, a lot of drawers to pop off, a lot of liquid sanding to do, a lot of scuffing up to do. Hardware looks decent enough. All right, I'm going to the paint locker real quick because the color that she picked out is a color that I know that they already have. This particular gray. So they want to go with, the walls are gray, but they want to go for a darker gray on the cabinets, which nothing wrong with that. I've seen pictures of that. That looks like it'll look pretty good. But the color that they've picked out, they've got that color. So I'm about to go pop that color right now, and then or go find that color because I know that they got it in the paint room. I know they got it. All right, that's it right there. So I knew that that color sounded familiar. The color she had picked out, and when I thought about it, I was like, wait a minute, they actually have that color here. It's actually a color that they already use, and they use it on the exterior, in the hallways, the trim and casings on the doors. So I can actually give them a real good idea of what this color is going to look like, and I'm going to get a couple of little paint samples right here. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this piece of wood with this color right there. Okay, that's a good little sample. And then I've also got this piece of drywall right here, which I can paint. Give them a little more of what this color could look like. This is semi-gloss paint, so I don't really got to worry about this getting absorbed too much into this drywall. I mean, it might, but that's not bad right there. So nice little color swab. All right, so this is probably going to be better because this is bigger, the drywall. So here's your drywall versus, all right, and what I really need to do is I need to put this somewhere where you can get a good view. Okay, and that's it right there. All right, let me get a couple pictures of this. Bada bing, bada boom. She's done. All right, property 11. Looks good. Trim looks white. Windowsills white. Door casings white. When we walked into this unit, all of this shit was all the same color. So whoever had been coming in here and blasting this property didn't care to, they were just hitting the trim, the doors, everything, all the same color. So these guys did a really good job, and hopefully this property will be really happy with this work. So good deal. Decided to come over here instead of going home, and this day is done. All right, 2:22 in the afternoon, and this day is done. Picked up everything over at property 11. Got the guys paid for the day. Made negative $10 for today. Crazy enough, but that's okay. Was able to go out there and try to secure some extra work, some more work. Tomorrow should be a decent day, making a little bit of a profit, so that'll be good. And the good news is I'm keeping at least 3 of the 5 people that I've got right this second working, if you consider Jason and another new guy. See how it all plays out tomorrow. Hopefully everybody will be available tomorrow. I'm gonna need all hands on deck. 2 units. I got a 3-bedroom and a 2-bedroom color change taking place. So hopefully all will go well with that. But today was a decent day. It was good to be able to go out there and talk with property 3 as much as I did about kitchen countertops, the issues that they've been having with trying to get kitchen countertops done, and just the quality of work hasn't been very good. So maybe we'll get that work. And then also the vanity over at property 5 as well. Still got more work I got to pick up. Still got to pick up a shit ton more work. But one thing about it, we're slowly but surely starting to do just that. That's it. I'm going to go home and edit a video for After Prison Show. Hey, thanks for taking the time. I hope this was a video you guys enjoyed. Hope it was motivating, because I'm motivated. Motivated for the sake of my son to go out here and crush it every single day. And I hope I motivate one or some of you as well. So, again, thanks for taking the time, and I'll look forward to sharing more with you tomorrow. Until then, take care.